What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and wizards and muggles and beasts?
Welcome to Solar Entertainment. I'm Nishant.
I'm Ethan.
And this time we're going to be talking about Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald. Let's get started.
The wizarding and non-wizarding worlds have been at peace for over a century. Grindelwald wants to see that peace destroyed.
Dumbledore, why can't you go?
I cannot move against Grindelwald. It has to be you.
Got this guy, Grindelwald guy. He's kind of, I don't know, is it Johnny Depp? Is
Yeah, it's Johnny Depp.
It looks like
with
Johnny
cool
Depp.
white hair.
It's like Jack Frost from like the Santa Claus movies. He's real weird, really confusing kind of character. He's kind of like against the Nazis at the end. For some reason they throw that in there. I don't know. But yeah, he wants to like make a better world with all like the pure blood wizards.
Bring all the wizards together and kind of like bring them up there and destroy the non-magic users. That's sort of the gist of the movie.
We've heard that kind of thing before. At history. Thank you very much.
So, Ethan, what did you like about the movie?
Okay, so it was an enjoyable movie. It was a little confusing though. I'm not like super well versed in the whole Harry Potter lore. Like I've seen all the movies. I saw the last Fantastic Beasts, all that. But there seemed to be a lot that I was just missing out on. Like I kind of throughout while watching it, I felt like I was out of the loop of an inside joke more or less.
Too much lore in there, right?
And I didn't like that. No.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
I thought it was very convoluted too. Too many plot threads going around at the same time. I think the thing that really saves this movie are the amazing performances. Jude Law as Albus Dumbledore, perfect casting, perfect performance. I wish we'd seen a bit more of him in the movie. Johnny Depp, like you said, amazing as the antagonist, Gellert Grindelwald. And Eddie Redmayne steals the show again as the hero, Newt Scamander. I think the cast works very well together.
Yeah,
I think they're the saving grace of this movie. Other than that, the plot is all over the place. It is executed well, but you just have to be paying very close attention to what's going on to really be into what's actually happening in the movie.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Newt's character. It's not often that we see a strong male lead that is showing vulnerability. Typically,
he's not your like macho hero guy.
Yeah, if we look at most of the say Marvel movies, I mean, you have Thor, you have Captain America. All of these like male heroes are very quick to aggression, very just hyper masculine. But the thing we have here with Newt is he's much more. He's quieter. He's a little bit more reserved.
He's a Hufflepuff.
He's a Hufflepuff, and that's a big part of it, I think, for sure. It's not Gryffindor winning the day anymore. Thank you.
A really big emotion I felt after leaving this movie was relieved because a lot of people were saying that there's going to be some big revelations in this movie. A lot of big answers are going to be given to us, and they were. And it was great, but also you kind of also feel very anxious because it also gives you a lot of questions that you want to be answered at the end of the movie as well. So you're left hanging, wanting for more.
I mostly came out confused, to be honest. The plot itself was structured in a weird way, but more than that, there was just a lot of intricacies that weren't really ever fully explained. Maybe we'll get answers. Maybe we'll get answers in the other movies, but as a standalone movie, it didn't quite work. And when you have these movies coming out years, like a year or so apart,
people might start to forget.
Can forget. Yeah. And then you end up left seeing this movie, and you're like, what's happening? Like, I don't know what's happening. Just like all my classes, I'm not sure what's happening.
And there are a lot of callbacks to the previous Harry Potter movies, but there are some plot holes which didn't make sense, which some really big Harry Potter diehard fans are going to question and say, why is that? What happened? That doesn't make sense. Why did this character say that? Or why did this happen? It's kind of a mess, but it still works in what's going on in the movie.
So, is this a good movie to go see on date night?
No.
I say no.
No.
No. I say you shouldn't see any movie on a date night.
We talked
Movies
about
are
this.
not good dates.
Yeah, and this movie, like, on top of that, it doesn't have any, like, really overarching romance or any, like, really touchy-feely stuff that make it... It's very intense. There's actually a lot of really dark, very gritty moments in it. so it's not gonna be fun with you and your significant other.
I mean, you can go see it. Not
if you're both Harry Potter fans, go ahead, but
not as a full date. Not as a date. Then again, don't see any movies as a date. Remember that, ladies and gentlemen,
kinda lame.
wizards and muggles. No movies. No movies as dates. Remember that. That's important.
You gotta socialize on dates.
Yeah. You don't want to sit in a dark theater and just like eat popcorn. I mean, even though it's great, like you're sitting there watching someone else's life. You need to go out and live your own life. Life advice from Ethan. Thank you very much. I'm done. A very specific scene that confused me would definitely be a majority of the ending up until the very end. So kind of like right at the climax, they have this large kind of rally type thing, and there are all these different
It felt really Deus Ex Machina to me.
It was really confusing.
Yeah.
They had like blue fire, and then there was the red fire, and like which is the good fire, which is the bad fire. Some people get burned, some people don't. I was just very confused. Like I was paying attention to the full movie. Like I got laser focus on this full movie. But yeah, it was not very well explained. And then they brought in some like Nazi like World War II stuff. It's like, hey, this is what the humans are gonna do. Like we should stop this. And I was like, where did this come from? I didn't even know what time frame we were in. So yeah, that was a little bit bad.
Okay.
Ratings!
Okay, so out of 10, I guess I would give this movie a 6.5. It's not bad. I definitely urge you guys to see this movie, especially Harry Potter fans. You guys will really enjoy it. You'd love the callbacks. You will enjoy the continuing story. I just still feel as if it was way too convoluted. Too much going on at once. You can't really keep up with anything until you're out of the movie and you kind of have time to process everything. Performances were great, music was great, cinematography was great. There was a lot of great things about this movie, but plot, pacing, things like that kind of slowed it down. What about you, Ethan? What would you give this movie out of 10?
I'm gonna go with a solid 5 out of 10. Not a dashed 5 out of 10, a solid 5 out of 10.
It's harsh.
I mean, I'd go see it, as I just did. I wouldn't see it a second time. No. I would definitely recommend people to see it, especially if you saw the first one. It's an enjoyable-ish movie, but not one of those ones I'll be rewatching. Definitely not.
So that has been our thoughts on Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. We urge you to go see the movie, and Ethan, any last thoughts about the movie?
Yes, I'm gonna go find myself a snake woman now.
You go do that.
Watch the movie. You'll find out,
know
too.
what he's talking about. So yeah, this has been Nishant.
I'm Ethan.
And this has been Solar Entertainment, signing off.
I had to end it with a